show that the transformation W equal to iota z is a rotation of z plane through the angle pi by 2. And also we need to find that the image of the infinite strip x strictly greater than 0 and strictly less than 1. What image we would get from the strip? So let's start with the solution. We have W equal to iota z, right? Let's take the mod of this. That will be mod of iota z. That is mod of iota into mod of z. And we know that mod of iota is always equal to 1. So this is mod of z. And also we need to find the argument of W. So that will be equal to the argument of iota z. W is iota z, right? So this is by using the property, it is argument of iota plus argument of z. And what is argument of iota? It is pi by 2 plus argument of z. So what we have found that the transformation W equal to iota z is a rotation of the z plane about the origin through the angle pi by 2. So let's visualize through the figures. This is your z plane. Let this be the point, that is z equal to x plus iota y, the complex number. Joining this to the origin, this is the angle theta, this is y distance. Now there is a rotation about the origin through the angle pi by 2. So for the W plane, there is a rotation of the z plane about the origin through the angle pi by 2. And this is the new point P dash in terms of UV. If this is your theta, this is also theta. If in z plane we have z equal to x plus iota y, then in W plane we have W equal to u plus iota v. So suppose we have W equal to u plus iota v, and we know that W is given to be as iota z. So putting here iota z and here u plus iota v, and z is x plus iota y, that is equal to u plus iota v. On solving this we get iota x minus y and is equal to u plus iota v. When comparing the real parts we get u equal to negative y, and when comparing the imaginary parts we get v equal to x. So what is the value of u at this point? It is, this distance is u and this is equal to negative y. This is your u axis, this is your v axis, and this distance is v, that is equal to x. The point is having the coordinate x, y. I hope it is very clear now. So there is a rotation of the transformation about the origin through the angle pi by 2. So these are the results. Okay, secondly, what we need to show is that the infinite strip 0 strictly less than x less than 1. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is the origin. Suppose this is the point 1, 0, and x is lying between this. X is equal to 1 line and x is equal to 0. This is your infinite strip. 0 and 1 point is not included. As we are having the strictly less than, there is no equality. So 0 and 1 points is not included, and this region is the infinite strip. We need to find the image for this. An infinite strip is parallel to the imaginary axis between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1, right? And it is very clearly seen from here that v is equal to x, which means v is also strictly greater than 0 and strictly less than 1. We can replace x with v now, right? So in this case we get In the W plane, this is your U axis and this is your V axis. For the region V greater than 0 and strictly less than 1, V equal to 0 is this line. And for V equal to 1, let's say this be the point 0, 1. So this is V equal to 1. This is V equal to 0. And the region between these two lines is the image in the W plane. So the region is between 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is not included. So now we can write the conclusion. The region x greater than 0 and less than 1 in the Z plane is mapped into the region an infinite strip V strictly greater than 0 and less than 1 in the W plane, that is parallel to the imaginary axis between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1 in the Z plane is mapped into the infinite strip parallel to the real axis. This infinite strip is parallel to the real axis. So it is parallel to the real axis between V equal to 0 and V equal to 1 in the W plane. So this is what we have concluded and shown. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.